my name is Adara Shiloh Agnes Hutapea. I'm 9 years old and I'm a 5th grader at Vita School, Surabaya. Today I want to tell you a story about God is my strength. I know that everyone, including me, has their own fears. For example, I fear about the darkness, my exams, and of course, I fear about not being accepted with my friends for having a different opinion. I don't know about your fears, but exactly, we cannot let our fears keep us from being the best version of ourselves. So let me tell you a story about one of my favorite characters in the Bible. His name is Daniel. A long time ago, King Darius was the ruler of Babylon. He needed help to control his kingdom, so he picked several men. One of these men is Daniel. Daniel was a very humble and kind person, and he also do his job very well. King Darius really liked him. He also talked about making Daniel the king of his kingdom. 3 of those men are jealous. They planned about making Daniel banished from the kingdom. We need to get Daniel out of this kingdom. But how? He's so smart and he's the best at everything. He never corrupted or even cheated. I guess there's only one way to trap him. So they went to the king and they said, King Darius, you know, no one should be praying anyone else but you. And if they do, they will be thrown into the den of lions. King Darius agreed to that, so he signed the law. Daniel knew this was going to happen if he continued to pray to God and not King Darius. But he did not fear, and he did everything that he did all of the days. He opened his window and he prays to God. Those jealous men saw him and went to King Darius again. They said, King Darius, do you know Daniel prayed to his God and not you? And as your rule, he should be thrown into the den of lions. King Darius was so upset. He didn't want to punish Daniel, but rules are rules and he cannot break it. Now Daniel was sentenced to death by being thrown into the den of lions. Those jealous men were really happy and they thought that Daniel will die the next day. So the next day, King Darius ran to the den. And instead of hearing the lions roar, he heard Daniel's voice. Daniel said, My God has sent me one of his angels. His angels shut the lion's mouth. King Darius was so happy and also surprised. After Daniel got out of the den, King Darius wrote a letter that everyone must praise to the living God. Daniel's story inspired me a lot in my life. For example, when I had to do my exam, I remembered that Daniel still prayed to God and he lived a holy life by relaying to God. And when I'm scared about the COVID-19, or when I'm scared about my dad and grandpa for having the COVID-19, I remembered Daniel still relies to God to prove the attack from the lion. And lastly, when I'm scared that I didn't get accepted by my friends, I remembered that Daniel lived strong and good, even though he lived in the midst of differences, because he believed that God is with his side. So for the closing of my storytelling, I want us to remember, if you fear about something, remember to yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Thank you for listening to my storytelling, and as always, have a good day and God bless you.